Welcome to video 2.3a, add, subtract, and multiply polynomials. All right, pretty straightforward. Here's example 1. First example's addition, second example subtraction. The important thing here will be distributing the negative. Over here, just combining like terms. So pretty straightforward. So I'll do the adding one first. So I'll circle the x cubes. I'll box the x squareds, and then I'll just underline the constants. Okay, and that guy doesn't have an x term, so he's got nobody to pair up with. All right, so 3 plus 1 is 4, so 4x cubed. And we do want to go in standard form, so highest degree term first, and then in descending order. So 2x squared minus 10x squared is minus 8x squared. Minus x, nobody, so just minus x. No need for the 1 coefficient. And then minus 7 and plus 8 would be a plus 1. That easy. Over here, what I'll do is I'll first distribute the negative, and then it'll be just like that example there. So I'll just recopy it again to avoid mistakes in the test. I highly encourage you to do this step. 8x cubed minus 3x squared minus 2x plus 9 minus 2x cubed minus 6x squared plus 1x. I'll put the 1 in there just to make it easier. And then minus 1. And then once again, same thing as before. I got 8 things here, minus 2 things here, got minus 3 things here, minus 6 things there. I'll do a squiggle here and a squiggle here, and an arrow there, and an arrow there. Okay, 8 take away 2 is 6. Minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. And again, I don't need the coefficient of 1, so minus 1x. And then plus 9 minus 1 is plus 8. There you have it, adding and subtracting polynomials. Okay, now I've got examples 4 and 5, example 3 I got rid of. So now we're going to be multiplying polynomials. All right, so I've got a binomial times a trinomial, and a binomial, binomial, binomial. Once I do this one, you'll see this kind of stems right from it. So we'll do this one first. All right, so I can't use FOIL. FOIL only works for a binomial and a binomial, so cannot use FOIL. So what I usually do is just, I call it, magic rainbows or whatever you want to call it. So basically, this first term being multiplied by each term over there. So I'll just do that in blue. So all I'm doing is increasing the powers of x by 1 degree. So x times 3x squared is 3x cubed. X times minus 2x is minus 2x squared. X times minus 4 is minus 4x. Then what I do is I'll get a different color, and I'll do the second term times each term in the trinomial. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up in the appropriate column just to make it easier for me. All right, so minus 3 times positive 3x squared is minus 9x squared, and I'll put that in this column right here. Minus 3 times minus 2x is positive 6x. And then minus 3 times minus 4 is positive 12. He doesn't have a column, so I'll just make a new column. All right, and then all I do is I add those up. So just so you can see, add those, add those, add those, and add those, and call it a day. So 3x cubed minus 11x squared plus 2x plus 12. And once again, we always want to put our answers in standard form. Highest degree term first and then going in descending order. Okay, this example 5 is very similar to this with one exception. What I'm going to do, I like to have my binomial be to the left. It's just easier for me to visualize. So what I'm going to do is choose to multiply those two binomials first. I'll get a trinomial, and then it'll be just like that example there. So over here, I could use FOIL. You still could do the magic rainbows. It's just that we're so used to FOIL, I'll just use FOIL. So I've got x minus 1, not touching that. So foiling it, x times x is x squared. And then really it's the outer and the inner that'll get me that middle term. So a 3x and a 4x makes a 7x. And then my last times last is plus 12. Boom. I'm just like that example now. Okay. Again, I strongly encourage you to do those last two binomials first. I think it just makes for fewer mistakes. All right. So same thing. I'll go blue. All right. So x times x squared is x cubed. I'll leave myself some room. X times 7x is 7x squared. X times 12 is plus 12x. I'll go green. Negative 1 times x squared is negative 1x squared. I do like to put the coefficient of 1. It just helps when I add like terms. Negative 1 times 7x is minus 7x. And then negative 1 times positive 12 is negative 12. Again, make a new column for him. Once again, adding those terms and those terms and those terms and that term. So I've got an x cubed. 7 minus 1 is 6, plus 6x squared. 12 take away 7 is 5, plus 5x, and then just minus 12. Once again, standard form. And there you have it, how to multiply polynomials.